Hey gang, I am Craig Ripley and welcome once again to another episode of Living Off the Slab. We are counting down the top 10 best motorcycle roads in North America and we have reached the top 5, at least according to me. I'm sure there are those that will disagree or feel that I have left something out, and that is entirely possible as I have not had the privilege of riding every road this great continent has to offer. I'm still working on that. I do have a few honorable mentions that I will add to another video that will be coming out soon. But for now, let's get into the top 5. At number 5, the $1 Million Highway, or US 55, running from Durango, Colorado to Ouray, Colorado. While this road can be heavily trafficked, the scenery is spectacular, and the road just twisty enough to keep it interesting. This is a road on which you want to pay attention, because if you don't, you just might find yourself several hundred feet down a steep cliff. Running north to south, you will even find yourself on the edge of a sheer drop-off with literally no shoulder or guardrail. Therefore, the $1 Million Highway is often listed as one of the most dangerous roads in North America. But just keep your wits about you and everything's going to be just fine. The stretch of highway between Durango and Silverton is part of the San Juan Skyway. The $1 Million Highway is actually a 25-mile segment of the Skyway that runs between Silverton and Ouray, Colorado. The road climbs 3 mountain peaks: Coal Bank Pass at 10,640 feet, Molasse Pass at 10,970 feet, and Red Mountain Pass at 11,018 feet. Legend has it that the highway gets its name because it cost $1 million a mile to build it, or that $1 million of gold ore was taken from its fill dirt. The truth is that no one really knows. In the number 4 position, I have Beartooth Pass, or US 212, running from the northeastern gate of Yellowstone to Red Lodge, Montana. This road will take you up to more than 10,000 feet in height, where you will often find snow, even in July. In fact, the road usually does not open until mid-June. Again, you will find the views spectacular, but be warned to keep your eyes on the road. When they say the curve is 25 miles an hour, they mean it. This is not a place to be racing. The descent down into Red Lodge is just as spectacular. The highway gets its name from the jagged rock features that resemble a bear's sharp tooth. An interesting fact about the Beartooth Highway is that it climbs to the highest highway elevation in 2 states, that is, in Montana at 10,350 feet and in Wyoming at 10,947 feet. The Beartooth Highway truly deserves its moniker as an all-American road. In third place, US 12, or the Lewis and Clark Highway, more commonly referred to as Lolo Pass. For you history buffs, this road closely follows the route taken by the Lewis and Clark expedition while trying to find a path to the Pacific Ocean. It is also one of the best motorcycle roads in North America. US 12 follows the Loxa River as it twists and turns its way through amazing valleys and deep gorges. There is not a single spot on this road that is not spectacular. The Lolo Trail was by far one of the most difficult passages for the Lewis and Clark expedition. The party had to hack their way through thick timber and haul their canoes and rations over steep mountain ridges. Fortunately for us, on motorcycles, the trip is a lot smoother, and you have all kinds of time to enjoy the breathtaking scenery that amazed those early explorers. At number 2, going to the Sun Road in Glacier National Park. Being that this road travels through the park, traffic can be heavy at certain times of the year. It is also one of those mountain roads that does not become fully passable until late June of each year. Going to the Sun Road is at number 2 because the landscape is something you must experience to believe. There are no pictures or videos that can ever do it justice. The road was completed in 1932 and it remains a spectacular 50-mile, 2-lane paved road that spans the width of Glacier National Park. It passes through many types of terrain, including glacial lakes, cedar forests, and alpine tundra. In 1983, going to the Sun Road was included in the National Registry of Historic Places, and in 1985, it was made a National Historic Civil Engineering Landmark. Going to the Sun Road is a must-do. So here we are at number 1. This is another of the roads that I had the privilege of riding while on our way to Alaska in 2017. Like going to the Sun Road, it does not top the list because it is particularly curvy or technical. It is not made to be ridden hard or fast. Rather, it is there to engulf you in the God-given splendor of the northern Rocky Mountains that run through Alberta, Canada. The best motorcycle road in North America? Well, in my opinion, it's Canada's Icefields Parkway, where around every bend you will find an even more spectacular view than the last. You actually get exhausted from stopping to take pictures, climbing on and off your bike 100 times during the course of a day. The Parkway runs from Lake Louise to Jasper, Alberta, Canada. Over the course of its 232 kilometers or 144 miles, it winds along the Continental Divide through soaring Rocky Mountain peaks, icefields, and vast sweeping valleys. The Icefields Parkway is dotted with more than 100 ancient glaciers, cascading waterfalls, and amazing emerald lakes. You owe it to yourself to go ride this road.